Hello, Amata Chandra. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's a very interesting conversation coming up. But before I introduce my guest to you, let me give you a bit of a background into what we're talking about. I'm going to be talking about Malayalam singer Sitara Krishnakumar's video, where she essentially passed on a message to her followers, basically by removing her bindi, by removing her makeup, and saying that that is her natural self and that is what she loves. She, of course, received a couple of negative comments from a couple of pictures that she posted earlier, and she talks about that in that video. What I found really interesting is when she says that when she dresses up, she sees a lot of people appreciating her. However, otherwise, there are a lot of negative comments. So it's important to talk about that. And Sitara has been very kind enough to take out time and speak to us about what she went through and the video, and of course, why it's important to speak up. Sitara, thank you so much for making time and talking to us. I know that you're traveling right now, but it's very kind of you to give us 10 minutes of your time. If you can, first of all, take us through that video. We know of the video because it went viral. We've seen the video, but what prompted you to make that video?
Um, Thing is that it's not the negative comments which made me do such a thing. It's mostly the positive comments which popped up on the photograph which I was like really made up. I had multiple makeup artists spending hours on me to make me look like that. So I used to see so many positive comments like you're looking so beautiful, you have a beautiful hair, you have beautiful skin, you have beautiful eyes, which are not mine. Most of them are artificial. So that was kind of uh, disturbing. That was kind of intimidating. I felt like, why are people so much obsessed with this good looks? And those positive comments uh, is the one reason which I wanted to speak about that, made me speak about um, what I've been telling in those videos, in the video which I posted. And the second part is that when I was myself, I was very much me. Uh, such the negative comments um, uh, which was there on such photographs were like the words, the choice of words, the negative comments, like the choice of words which they used to put the negative comments were like very politically incorrect. So both are the reasons for which made me do such a video. um yeah.
And if you can tell us what were those words, because it's important to talk about it. You mentioned it in your video as well, but for people who haven't watched that video, what were the comments that you would otherwise get for other pictures?
I am very much used to reading such negative comments, which people, when we are working in an entertainment industry, people are like not so kind enough to be very compassionate. They very easily pass rude comments because they know that we most of the comments we won't read. That's what they think. But the negative comments were like, it's okay to like and dislike. It's okay to dislike because. Human beings have opinions, and they it's if they watch me like this and they think that it's not good, they can say. But the choice of words were like, you look like a scrap collector, you look like a transgender, you look like a Bengali woman. So when a comment like that come from a Malayali perspective, it's a politically incorrect thing to say. You look like a Bengali woman. So but many people ask me that what is so wrong in that we all use such words in our day-to-day life, but a wrong being said for many years, a wrong being practiced for many years, that doesn't make it a right thing, right? So it's high time that we think about that. It's not that I'm complaining to someone, or I'm telling that you are doing something wrong. It's I'm telling myself too, because we are so much used to using this politically incorrect terms on daily basis. So that's one thing which made me so, like, it was alarming to use that you look like a transgender. How does that become a very bad word? No, right? It's a human. We're talking about human beings. So there are many reasons. It's not an emotional video which I posted, or it's not because of some personal pain which I had. It's almost like I have been watching such comments for so long. We have been discussing as friends. So I thought I have a set of followers. At least if they watch and they take a small, like a 5 minutes to think about it, that itself is a very big achievement for me.
So I want to talk to you about that because you made a very important point, and you made that point here as well, and in the video, you said that when did the word transgender become negative? But the fact of the matter is that the people who had messaged or put such messages on the chat, they meant it to be negative,
Yeah,
right? And that is why you made that video where you said that when did this become derogatory? I mean, it's not supposed to be derogatory, and I want you to talk to us a little bit about
that
that.
is like we are so much used to doing this since ages. That's the problem. So some people ask me that it's you think that those words are negative, that's why you are telling this. It's not like that. It's simple common sense. We understand that they are using it in a negative sense. So they're not asking how beautiful you look like a Bengali woman. That's not what they intend. We really know that what they are intending while commenting that. So uh, that we don't even, that's this is a kind of ignorance in people that they don't actually feel that it's wrong to say that. To call someone a transgender in a negative sense is a wrong thing. They don't feel that is wrong. That is a very difficult time, right? That's not right. We have to rethink about our habits. We have to rethink about our like it comes from our subconscious somehow, because we are so much used to using these terms in a very normal thing, so normal way. So that's what I said. I am not telling others, it's I am telling myself and my friends.
Let me ask you this: the video that you made, I mean, the response must have been overwhelming. Did a lot of people text you identifying with what you said as well? Because you received a lot of love for that video as well.
Yeah, people have been calling me, but most of them were calling me to console, or like they were like telling me, "We are with you. Don't worry." It's not that what I intended. I already told you that it's not something which come out of a personal pain or something. It's a very general. It's not that someone has posted a negative comment on my photograph, and I am so much worried about it. It's not that. Have been seeing such comments everywhere on internet. So before the lockdown period, we were not so much, we didn't have so much of time to go through all these messages and all. So now we
Yeah.
all of us are most of the time on are online, and we can read these comments. What I do is that I personally talk with them, I personally chat with them. And what I've noticed is that when we chat with them personally, they don't want to use such negative comments, or they don't really, they are not that bad uh, the way they do on public spaces, like on common platforms. So everyone needs a piece of knowledge on this, and I am no one to teach, but this is one thing which I wanted to discuss with them. That's why I on my personal post I had already told the online media, like, kindly don't repost this with a different headline, because the whole discourse will go in a different direction. They'll post like that, she's crying, she's having some pain. It's not that. It's a space where we can discuss things. So I was trying to use this online space in a more productive way.
More often than not, we're also wondering what to post on social media and what other people think. So, what's your message to people who are constantly thinking that?
No, I don't
And
have any messages to anyone. There are no strict rules. Like, this is almost like a very personal thing that, like, when it comes to like people in the entertainment industry, people think that they can come and say anything there. It's not like that. For the people who comment like this, why are you looking like this? Why are you posting this personal pictures and all? If we go and see their profiles, we can see happy family pictures there. So we also have a space like that. They don't really identify that, they don't really understand that space. That's why they are uh, uh, they at times they don't respect that space. That's what really happening. So I don't have any messages to anyone. We can do whatever we want online too, but be a bit compassionate. That's it.
be compassionate. And I want to end with that because one of the things you also mentioned in that video is the fact that it's COVID-19 time, and we need as much positivity as possible. And that's your message, really, to spread positivity.
Pardon?
Is that your message, to spread positivity? Because you spoke about how it's COVID-19 and we need as many positive thoughts as possible right now.
Now we all, the whole world is in a pause, so we have time to think. We have to think about ourselves. We have time to think about others. So let's use this opportunity in a positive way, to be more inclusive, more compassionate, more loving. So post COVID days might become a bit more happier.
Well, that's the message that I want to leave viewers with as well, with Siddhartha saying that we can all live more happily, peacefully, and truthfully in this world, especially at this time, because it's important to be kind, because we don't know what battle people are fighting and how hard, really. Siddhartha, thank you so much for making time and speaking to us.